YouTube, y'all, we come with the last time the Lakers was fucking good, man. Y'all, it's been a difficult couple years, man. Bro, we had JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, bro, and those bigs, they was helping my boy AD out. But now we ain't got nobody else, so AD struggling. I till this day, like, it's kind of crazy to know that we won in 2020 NBA Finals. Like, that's still insane to me. I don't know how we did it, but I don't call it a Mickey ring only because I'm a Lakers fan. But I think dead ass, like, why would you, like, can somebody explain to me why everybody consider that a Mickey ring? Can y'all just like is it because it was in Orlando, or like because of the COVID, like, everybody, like, just let me know, because everybody out there is busting ass. To be honest, I think that was the best basketball we've seen, like, for real, like, they was really hooping. But let's go ahead and get to the video. Welcome new people, new subscribers, let's get to it.
So it's now been 4 seasons since the Lakers won the 2020 championship in the bubble, and I gotta be real, and Lakers fans, I'm sure you're feeling it. It's been a tough 4 years for them ever since this moment.
I mean, a combination of injuries and front office ineptitude. I mean, they've gone from...
Why did y'all think this was a good idea? To this day, it's not like, listen. I'm not even saying Russell Westbrook is shit. I'm not even gonna come in here and bash that nigga. But it's just like, he just don't fit. Or, like, even when they traded this nigga to the Lakers, I'm like, this nigga just don't make sense. Like he just don't make sense alongside LeBron. It just doesn't make, like, he's like he's a one player. He wants to be the one that y'all go to. Like, and nigga, I don't think he's ever had to adapt for real, besides with James Harden on the was it Rockets? I think it was. Fuck, maybe I'm tripping.
Champs to chumps in record time.
Look at the Rockets.
But you know what? Let's look back on better times. We're going to talk about the 2020 team, and we're going to try to figure out if they were actually an all-time great team, or if they were just some
Chris Paul. I don't know, my mind. Time for some work.
Before we start talking about the 2020 Lakers, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any new videos. So let's recap the 2020 season first before we kind of do our analysis.
Okay.
The Lakers added LeBron in the summer of 2018, but it was a very young Lakers team. You know, they had like Kuzma, Josh Hart, just adding Lonzo, Brandon Ingram. Very young team around LeBron. They were still pretty good to start the season, but LeBron had that groin injury, completely threw things off. Lakers missed the playoffs. They fired Luke Walton, or I guess the report was they mutually parted ways. But
they fired him. Yeah. He got tarmacked.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time it happened to someone in LA. So. Lakers hire Frank Vogel, and then after months of rumors, they acquire AD, but goddamn, it took a haul to get Anthony Davis in a Lakers uniform.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, DeAndre Hunter, Brandon Ingram, and 3 first-round picks.
See, I don't even think that's bad. I'm not even mad about them niggas, to be honest. Like, as a Lakers fan, nigga, good, nigga. We would have been stuck with an injured ass fucking Lonzo Ball. Is it Brandon? Like, what did Brandon Ingram do anything this year? I can't really remember. I don't think he had a crazy. But I'm just saying, like, Kyle Kuzma is on the worst team as of right now, the Washington Wizards. Like, what did we really miss?
Kind of feels like in hindsight, this was like the first big like haul trade we had really seen since like that KG Pierce trade back in the day. Obviously, it's out of control now. Teams are just throwing away first-round picks like they're nothing. But I mean, look, AD was probably the best young player in the NBA at the time. He was a perfect fit next to LeBron. So if you're the Lakers, you make the deal 10 times out of 10.
And we got to give the Lakers front office credit, at least for this summer, because not only did they make that move, instead of going out and getting a 3rd star, getting a Kemba Walker type guy, they just smartly filled out the roster. They added Danny Green, Marcus Cousins,
shooters, hoopers, bigs. Shit, that makes sense. Yes, niggas was making sense back then. This makes sense.
Unfortunately, he'd get injured, but still a pretty good signing for the cheap. JaVale, Quinn Cook, Jared Dudley, Rondo, Avery Bradley, picked up Dwight Howard back when he still had a little bit left, gave Caruso a longer-term deal.
Defense, oh my god. It's just like, bruh, like the things that they doing right here make sense. Let's surround AD with bigs, niggas that can shoot, niggas that can play defense, and now we stuck with bull, like niggas who can't do none of that, bro. We got we got nothing. Nothing.
He was a two-way guy. Credit to the Lakers front office for making smart moves. Haven't seen a lot of them since.
I was going to say, they burned up all their good moves in one summer. Because, boy, they have not made a lot of great moves since then. I mean,
Nigga, Gabe Vincent had one good year. Nigga, was it? Bruh. Nigga had one good year at Miami, and they said, oh my God, we finna go all in on Gabe Vincent. Nigga. We not Miami. Miami just have that one nigga every once a year. Like, oh, he just pop out of nowhere. Like, y'all niggas stupid, bro. Get me in there. Shit.
Reeves and is that it? Rui's okay.
The D'Lo trade at that one trade deadline was decent. Yeah, that's about it. Now on to the actual season. The Lakers, of course, had to play the Clippers opening night. Everyone wanted to see it. Paul George was out. Clippers still win, but Lakers really turned it up after that. They won 17 of their next 18 games. Frank Vogel was named Western Conference Coach of the month in November. And by mid-December, after beating the Hawks, this Lakers team improved to 24-3, tied with the best record in the league.
It did follow that up with a really weird 4-game losing streak that was capped off by another loss to the Clippers, this time on Christmas Day. This is the infamous game where LeBron tried to shoot that three at the very end of the game, but had it blocked by Pat Bev, and it went off LeBron's body. And it was just, it was a bad day for Pat Bev haters all over the world because he had his moment there. But they got right back on track, won their next 9 games, struggled a little bit in January, but like right at the end of the season before the COVID shutdown, I mean, they were on fire.
Yeah,
they had a stretch they won 11.
Like, that's why I don't understand why people say like, oh, it's a Mickey Ring. These niggas was hooping before. Like, what the hell?
12. That included back-to-back wins over the Bucks and their first win of the season over the Clippers. And people, myself very much included, like to talk about how much
wasn't like an injury though
benefited the Lakers. But you have something that kind of pissed you off about the shutdown, right?
LeBron was gonna win that 5th MVP.
I'm skeptical.
I don't care. He was gonna win it. You know, he was catching up to Giannis. Gave him that 5th MVP, tied with Jordan. I mean, who knows? I think it could have gone either way, but it is a thing. Like, everyone talks about how this benefit LeBron, and sure, it definitely did. He'd rather have that title. Could have won MVP as well. Maybe could have won MVP and the title. Hasn't been done since Steph. Who knows? But I also do want to make the point, because a lot of people say, like, oh, the shutdown hurt the Clippers or other teams. Like, the Lakers had a substantial lead on the rest of the Western Conference. They were 5.5 games above the Clippers in seconds.
Thank you.
Then the Nuggets were a couple games behind the Clippers. I'm not going to deny, like, the bubble helped LeBron. Like, he's not traveling on his body, but at the same time...
Nigga, everybody fucking traveling. Like, oh my God.
This isn't like a 6...
Yeah, like, LeBron is the only nigga that's traveling.
They were the best team in the Western Conference this entire season.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody got common sense. Thank you.
And on to the bubble, the Lakers were kind of trash in their couple regular season games they had to play, but I mean, they'd all but locked up the first seed, so really no need to go all out. Did beat the Clippers in their opening game, but followed that up going 2-5. Who cares? So they were matched up, of course, with the Blazers in the first round. Probably a tougher 8th seed than you'd see in most years because you still have Dame, you still had CJ. The Blazers had kind of just underperformed the entire year, but we had got Nurk back.
That nigga Chris Paul ain't gonna never win a ring.
Midway through the season, took game 1 off the Lakers, had all the momentum in the world, and then the Lakers basically just bodied us for the rest of the series.
Yeah, I mean, LeBron usually dominates the Blazers, and AD especially. I don't know what Nurkic did to him, but dude always just destroys Nurkic, and I mean, that's what he did for the rest of the series. They won game 2, 111-88. Game
AD was insane. Like, that nigga was fucking step back and fucking overdose, nigga, off the back, boy, step back 3, nigga, spin move, boy, that boy, y'all, bro, after 2020, y'all thought we was going on like a 2-3 year stretch, bro, I ain't gonna cap, them niggas boys was hooping, and they gonna go out and trade the Dwight Howard, they don't even make sense, like, bro.
Game 3 was close, but
LeBron run it back. Just run it back.
And then game 4, I remember we were watching this in my basement. Lakers already up by a ton. LeBron pulls up for that layup 3
to put them up, I think, 38 points.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, let's head out.
Turn off the TV. It's In the middle of COVID, there's nothing better to do.
No.
Literally nothing better to do.
Cap.
And we were like, we can't watch this anymore.
No cap. No
Game
cap.
5, even without Dame, we kept it close, but the Lakers win. So they're off to the second round. They're playing against the Rockets, who, lest we forget, we're in the middle of their no center experiment. That'll work swimmingly against Anthony Davis. God, I imagine AD going into this series just licking his chops at the thought of Robert Covington guarding him in the post.
Yeah, game 1 though, just kind of like last series, the Rockets did win. Harden, Russ, and Eric Gordon combined for 83.
It was Harden and Russ. I know what
Then
happened.
once again, like round 1, they just dominated. LeBron and AD dominate game 2. Lakers win. They combined for 62 in game 3. They win by 10 to take a 2-1 lead. In game 4, Rockets hold LeBron in check. I mean, they still had perimeter defenders, but AD
I want
drops
AD to get another
29
ring,
12.
man.
6 players for the Lakers score in double figures. And then in game 5, once again, 6 players score in double figures. And they beat the Rockets 119-96. Was this Rockets team great? No, but I think they're like a decent challenge for a second round team, like a second round first seed. Russ was coming back for...
Harden gotta be cursed. That nigga can't never. That nigga is. Like, every time he gets in the playoffs, he just like he be up here and it just was like a steady down here.
That injury, it has to be noted. They had this dumbass thing Daryl Morey was doing where they decided to do small ball.
I was going to say, like, they were a good team. They were also maybe the worst possible matchup against the Lakers.
Absolutely, I'll give you that.
So on to the conference finals. Of course, everyone expected this to be the Battle of LA. We'd heard about it for an entire year and then didn't get it. Still haven't gotten it, by the way. Don't know if we'll ever get it. But it was Lakers Nuggets instead of Lakers Clippers. Really good matchup on paper, especially the matchup of the big men, AD against Jokic, but also the Lakers had...
We had fucking bigs to stop these niggas. And y'all gonna go trade these. Bruh, I'm sorry. I'm getting mad, bro. My bad.
Had a stout front line. They had JaVale, they still had Dwight, so AD was gonna have help against Jokic in this series. And
I'm sorry. I just y'all are stupid. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Like, I'm not finna go in. I'm not finna curse. I'm not finna punch my monitor. I'm not finna do that. Y'all are just stupid. That's it.
Game 1, 88, 37 and 10. Lakers win by 12. Game 2, obviously had that catch and shoot 3 at the buzzer. It's got to be said about 80's shooting in this playoffs.
Oh God, thank you.
Has it come remotely close to it ever since this?
I have no idea what happened.
Thank you. That nigga was hooping.
The people that want to like discredit the Lakers, go at 80 shooting because that made no sense.
Literally, nigga was hooping.
Yeah, it never will. Game 3, though, the Nuggets were much better. They only led by 2 after the first quarter, but they extended the lead to 10 by halftime. Got the lead up to as much as 20, but they nearly did choke. The Lakers battled back.
And then that nigga Jokic took this shit personal. Took it personal and star walked us from this point on, bro.
They got down to as close as 3.
Oh my
Nuggets
God.
hold on, though, and win 114-106. And then game 4, it was back and forth all night long. Lakers barely hold on. They win 114-108. LeBron and AD combined for 60. And then in game 5, LeBron and AD just completely eat. LeBron drops 36, 16, and 10. AD puts in 27. And the Lakers are on to the NBA Finals.
And in the finals, they matched up with the Heat. And the Heat are kind of an interesting situation because at the time, they were thought of as even bigger bubble merchants than the Lakers were. And they've really done a great job of shaking that reputation ever since then because they've gotten back to the NBA Finals. They made it to a conference finals. Like, at the time, it was like, oh, it's just this miracle run. The guys are getting hot in the playoffs. But the Heat have been able to replicate it.
Oh, yeah. Even more so than the Lakers. Like you said, they have completely shed that reputation. It's not tied to them whatsoever. Haven't won a title since then, and looks like they're kind of on the decline now. But yeah, they completely proved themselves the seasons after. Game 1, Heat led by as much as 13 in the first quarter, but the Lakers go on 2 big runs to end the first, and then another in the second, and would end up leading by 17 at the half. That's one thing about the bubble.
If we would have lost this shit, like if we would have lost like this finals, y'all, it would even make sense. Like, nigga, we got so much, we got talent. You know how much talent we had on this team. Like, it wouldn't make sense.
Just swung like crazy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Everyone's shooting like they're on crack. Like the 2K sliders have been turned way up. Now the bubble is weird time.
It was very weird. And also watching the highlights back, we were talking about it before the recording. Not really fun to watch.
No, because there's no crowd. There's nothing happening. Like someone hits a big three. Mike Breen's doing his damnedest on cover. He's like, bang! Puts the Lakers up 17. Ricketts.
Yeah. Lakers hold on to win. The game was never close after that big run in the second quarter. 80 was great, 34, 9, and 5. Game 2 would go back and forth for the first 4 minutes at least, and then Dwight Howard got a dunk that put the Lakers up 10-8, and they never gave the lead up. I mean, the Heat kept it somewhat close, but never got back. 80 and LeBron combined for 65, and the Lakers take a 2-0 lead in the series.
In Game 3, just like Game 1, the Heat built a lead up in the first quarter. This time they led by 13. Lakers clawed it back, though. They got it down to 3 at the end of the first, thanks to a 3 from Kuzma at the buzzer. Both teams went back and forth in the second, and eventually the Heat would take a 4-point lead.
I keep forgetting Kuzma got a ring.
Pull away a little
that is
bit.
crazy.
Got the lead up to 12 in the second half. Lakers refused to go away, though. Actually took the lead back early in the fourth, but Jimmy Butler, 40-point triple-double. Heat weren't losing this game, but they were going to lose Game 4.
It was close throughout. Lakers were able to pull away at the end, though, and of course, again, we got to go back to 80 shooting. Hits a dagger 3 on Bam. God damn, if 80 somehow kept this shooting up for like the rest of his career, he'd be crazy. Because that's like the one major thing he's missing. But again, I don't know what was going on in Orlando, Florida. I don't know what was in the water or what.
God,
he was shooting like crazy. And then Game 5, when everyone kind of felt like the series was over. I mean, people were kind of already tuned out watching the NFL at this point. It was getting higher ratings. Credit to the Heat, because they did not go out easy. They led for basically all of Game 5. Lakers still had a chance at the end, though. Danny Green got the ball wide open for...
I remember this shit. I almost put, but oh my god, I remember this.
For 3,
oh my god,
misses it. Markieff Morris gets the rebound, and the dude just panicked.
LeBron was wide open. I remember this. I remember going out and telling everybody LeBron was open. Bro, I remember this. I remember.
He did. I was just had a thought though. I can tell you why AD shot so well in the bubble. It's because he stole Danny Green's ability, like the Monstars from Space Jam. Because God, Danny Green could not hit the broadside of a barn in this series.
He made it up for Game 6 though.
He win that game. They push into a Game 6, but in Game 6, the Lakers
close things out.
They win the 2020 NBA championship in the bubble. LeBron wins his 4th ring with 3 different teams. Sure, it felt great for LeBron, but like I said, this did not feel anything like any other NBA championship. Like not having the fans.
Well, it's not like any other NBA championship.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but I don't know. It really just did not feel like they won the title. Even watching back, like the celebration as the confetti's falling, like it just feels so weird.
What are we talking about now?
Yeah, and looking back on it with the benefit of hindsight, I mean, we can break down, like, by players. I mean, the players the Lakers had on their team, I mean, KCP is probably the best example. And he was just thought of as, like, a whatever role player back then, and he's turned into one of the best role players in the entire NBA.
I mean, yeah, the Magic just gave him that contract where he's getting paid $22 million a year, and that does not feel like an overpay. That kind of feels like fair value in the modern, like, NBA. Dude can hit threes. He's a great defender. The Lakers made just the horrific trade to send him out for Russ. God, that trade is just crazy looking back. They lost Kuz, a pick. I think because they got Russ, they couldn't re-sign Caruso. So that was so dumb, but KCP, like, is a good example to show, like, this roster had some depth to it.
And you mentioned another one, Caruso.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, he's shown himself to be valuable in the eyes of basically everyone except the front office of the Chicago Bulls.
The Bulls are like gotta be the worst managed sports team. Like they have made so many bad decisions.
Traded straight up for Josh Giddey.
But yeah, Caruso, one of the best defensive players in the NBA. Kuzma, solid NBA player. I mean, he's kind of a black hole at times.
You held back a laugh when you said that.
I mean, he's solid. He's just got some things to him. Like I said, dude's a black hole. But Lakers are trying to get him back now. Like, trying to get back with him after they dumped him. And I just think top to bottom, especially on the defensive
we need
end,
big.
This was a solid roster. Is this an all-time roster?
Shooters.
Like, oh, but could they beat the 2020 Lakers?
No, it's not.
They're just a good roster with a very good duo. I mean, LeBron, in my opinion, which, of course, maybe not a fair opinion, he was the best player in the league this season.
Maybe.
Maybe not. I mean, you could say Giannis or Kawhi. That's about it. Maybe Steph, and then AD. You can't really put him lower than fifth.
AD was crazy.
Second.
That was that was ridiculous. I'm not going to defend that at all, but I think they had 2 top 5 players.
I think at that time I thought AD was like just a slight like that nigga was insane. Oh my god.
The best player in the league. A lot of really good role players, players that fit their role. I think overall it was a good team, but at the same time, there were some things that they were massively helped by being in the bubble.
Oh, what? You mean like that 4-month break they had off? For what? It was second oldest team in the NBA.
Yeah.
Gets 4 months.
Did everybody bro, why is everybody acting like the Lakers only had a fucking break? Nigga, everybody had a goddamn break.
It's off to basically ensure that they come into the playoffs healthy. Now, to be fair to them, the regular season only had like a month left when the NBA shut down. So, are AD or LeBron going to get injured in the final month of the season? Maybe not. At the time, this was kind of before LeBron at least had started getting really consistently injured. AD's always been injury prone, so maybe he gets injured. I don't know. And then, of course, AD shooting. I don't know what spell Mickey cast on him out in Disney World, but he has never even come remotely close to shooting as well as he did in the bubble.
I need you
Lastly,
back, bro.
we'll touch on the legacy. Really, the only legacy of this team is the bubble. Like, that's what they'll be remembered for. Maybe this is LeBron's last title. I mean, not maybe. Most likely,
I hope not.
all but sure
not.
this is LeBron's last title.
It
so
is. Give it up.
yeah, especially after that offseason. It's 100% his last title. So that will get brought up as like LeBron's last title. He won with the Lakers, whatever. Who knows how long it'll be till the Lakers win another title. That'll be mentioned. But as like their team as a whole, it's just the bubble. That's all they got. Nothing else really historic happened with this team besides it being in the bubble.
I mean, the biggest problem for me is, like, when do you ever go back and watch bubble highlights?
Never.
Never, because it's just not fun.
No.
It does suck for them because it's just, like, wrong place, wrong time. I will say, like, I think the bubble obviously helped them, but at the same time, this was definitely the strongest the Lakers roster has ever been since LeBron got there.
Yeah.
And it's not even remotely close. So, Lakers fans, I think, will always remember them fondly. My final point, I think this is the best thing I can say about them. If they're like a retro team in 2K32, I won't be surprised.
I want to see it. I mean, just play with LeBron, AD, kicking out the KCP. It'd be fun to me. So let's see that happen. Ronnie 2K, get on that. So what do you guys think about this Lakers team? Where do you rank them among like the past 5 champions? Let us know in the comments below.
Past 5 champions. Bro, realistically, bro, dead ass, bro. I feel like we stand a good chance. I'm not gonna cap. Nigga, the Warriors smacking them. Who won this year, bro? The Celtics smacking them. The Nuggets, we got bigs. We smack. Well, I ain't gonna say we smacking them, but it's gonna, bro. Like I feel like no. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. But I feel like we cool. I feel like we're good. No cap. I feel like, nigga, if you tell me the 2020 Lakers versus everybody that won since that. Good, nigga. Who really? I feel like the only person who really giving us some trouble is the Nuggets, and even then, we got bigs to stop Jokic. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know if y'all think I'm tripping. I love y'all. Stay safe, and I'll see you next video. We out.